What up, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about shooting fireballs out of your hand. Now, I know shit sounds crazy as fuck, shooting fireballs out your hand. Like, you know, it ain't Dragon Ball Z, you feel me? This shit funny though, but it's not like shooting fireballs out your hand the way you would think. Like, physically shooting fireballs out your hand. No, I'm not talking about that. I mean, like, spiritual fireballs. Just like this, right? Okay, like, you're not supposed to use your abilities for bad. But like I said, Satan's people have a spiritual revolution, and God's people have a spiritual revolution. So of course, Satan's people is gonna use their powers for bad because they God is Satan. You see what I'm saying? Like Satanism is a religion. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, if you if you into that, hey, I don't judge you. Stay the fuck out my way. You know what I'm saying? But all Satan is not bad either. You know, but uh, just like all Christians ain't good. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you really can't just put the blame on one thing just because you heard this or heard that. But when I say shooting fireballs out your hand, it's really a mental thing, right? Say for example, let's say if you was trying to get back at somebody. I'm not saying like do this to get back at somebody, but I'm just giving you an example of how this works. Now, let's say if you was trying to get back at somebody, right? And you don't want to harm them physically. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want to use words because you know words they only can hurt so much. But let's say you want to get back at them on a spiritual level. You would send a fireball at their ass, right? Now, this is how you would send a fireball at their ass. One, you would picture in your mind like a fireball coming out of your hand, right? You would picture this, and once you picture this fireball coming out your hand, you will picture the fireball levitating in your hand, and it continues to levitate. And as it levitates, it gets smaller. Sounds fucking weird, right? You would think that it would get bigger, but the fireball gets smaller and smaller as it levitates. And as you picturing it levitate in your mind, you gonna picture the fireball going to the person that you want it to affect, right? And once it goes to the person that you want to affect, once it goes to the person that you want it to affect, it's not just gonna hit them and they're gonna explode. It's pretty much like a fireball of intention. You see what I'm saying? It's like a fireball of intent. So once that energy hits that person, that energy have you felt or whatever your intention was, that is what's gonna play out once that fireball hits that person. So it's pretty much like the fireball hitting that person's reality because it's on a spiritual level. So pretty much once that fireball hits that person, whatever the intention was behind that energy, that's what's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? So pretty much it's like this, right? Let's say, for example, the fireball wasn't intention to, you know, harm somebody. So once that energy hits that person may slip on a banana peel, you know, uh, that person may fall down the stairs, you know what I'm saying? That person may trip, you know what I'm saying? It's like just basic stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to hurt nobody, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, some people, they feel differently, you know? Some people want that energy to actually really harm somebody, but it's the same way that works in a positive way. Like if you want to send energy towards somebody, you would picture it as a fireball, whatever the fuck you want to call it, just a ball of energy, whatever. But you picture that energy, you picture that fireball coming out your hand in your mind, and as it levitates in your hand, it gets smaller, and you can send it to somebody in a good way. You know what I'm saying? So let's say the intention on that fireball was to help somebody. So let's say once that ball of energy hits that person's reality, let's say that person looked down and they find $500 on the ground, or they get a promotion at their job, or you know what I'm saying, they get a brand new car. Like it's things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's sending fireballs of intention to certain people, or you could, if you want to, you don't even got to send it to nobody. You could like pretty much like send a fireball of intention to your own reality. You know what I'm saying? To manifest something that you want. You pretty much, like I say, you picturing what you want. You know what I'm saying? You picturing that fireball, right? And you putting the intention all in your mind, like everything that you thinking while you picturing this fireball levitating in your hand. All that shit is all that energy, because thoughts is vibrations, vibration is energy. So all that energy is going until that fireball. So let's say you want to manifest something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You could just picture that fireball floating back into the universe and then coming back towards you. And then whatever you put on that intention is gonna come back to you tenfold. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it like that too. But it's just basic spiritual stuff.